This is Sean Ellis from Eternal Ex Wolfpack Paranormal. And we have a couple of ladies on tonight from Haunting Angels. And we'll be talking with them here in a few minutes. I hope everybody's had a great weekend, and I hope everybody tunes in here and share, please. And we will talk to Sierra and Yvette. So I'm going to bring them onto the show here. And then I'll bring the comments up here that has popped up already. Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. We've got some comments up here already.
Oh, great. Oh, Mela. Hi, Mela. Black Smoke.
Hey.
Thank you for coming in.
Friday.
We got some that says, hey.
Hey.
You got some from Crossline Paranormal. Hey, hey. Thanks for coming in, guys.
We'll be investigating with them on Friday at St. Albans.
This is dope intro.
He was.
Yeah, my cousin worked hard on that. I'm going to have a really cool one for next season.
We are.
NC-17. Yeah, just in case we all get out of hand.
Yes, we will. We broke out.
Just in case. We all just gotta cover our bases once in a while and have fun, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Especially with us.
This said Stephanie Gravis. Hello.
Hi. That's my daughter, Stephanie.
We got Blacksmith Paranormal again. Hello, ladies.
Hey.
Limestone Spirit Chasers. That's kind of a cool name. Hello.
Hi, Limestone.
And we've got Black Smoke Paranormal, coolest girls in the field. And then we got why do you look Buzz?
I don't know.
It is Cinco de Mayo, right?
It is. Okay. It's 5
o'clock. Everybody's entitled to have a few on Cinco de Mayo. So Haunting Angels.
Yes.
Where did you guys get that name from?
Where did we get that name from?
I think
we were just going down a list one day, and then she was just reading them out to me.
Yeah, at work, we used to work together, and that one we said it out loud. We're like, that's the one.
We come from the healthcare field, and my office was right next to hers, and she was being nosy and listening to my conversations about,
we're gonna get divorced.
About, I don't know, ghost hunting or something, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. It's kind of a pretty original name, so I got to give you credit for that. Haunting Angels.
Yeah.
You never would have thought an angel would haunt you, but in some cases they might, right?
Yeah, they might, yes.
We got a lot of people flashing up here. I'm trying to keep up with them there. They originally wanted Ring Force Paranormal, but it was taken. Far from being angels, they are mean.
Because she's going to show down with him in the boiler room on Friday.
Then you got cross the line paranormal.
That's James. He's a lot.
Yeah. He's going to disappear at St. Albans. Watch yourself.
So I also noticed in one of your videos, and I think you're sitting in the location, that you have what they call a she shed headquarters.
Yes, it is our headquarters. Yes, and this is where I collect. I store all my dolls because I won't take them inside the house, but I'll leave them on here.
Annabelle is over my head.
Why will you not? Why will you not take them in the house?
It's a good question. I wouldn't see why not. I mean, I should, but I just leave them out here. I have all my other decorations out here, so why not just store them in here with them?
Little Halloween shed.
Has any come from a location you've been at that you've investigated?
No. Most of them have come from antique shops. or Marketplace. So the oldest one I have is the one on the window up there. I do have a K2 next to him. He's right there. He's from 1962, I believe. And I have a REM pod up there as well, just in case.
That's cool. I mean, I've had some of my former teammates, they've had them in their house, and I think she had 101 of them at one point.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she had a lot of them until she moved, and I think she got rid of a lot of them. Super cool, Yvette. Trying to keep up. They're flying pretty good here tonight. Don't be scared. Bring them inside the house. I'm sure they'll play while you're asleep. Yeah, some of them may.
When James comes and stays at your house, you should put one. You should hide one in his room.
Oh, James, though. Yeah, well, exactly, Mela. We'll keep them here.
So, yeah,
I got some clowns in the house, so yeah.
It doesn't want to go with you. Somebody must not like dolls. Is that your husband?
Oh no, my husband doesn't. He's the one that contributes to my doll addiction. What is wrong with you? Nothing. I'm perfectly fine.
Hello.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. That's my other daughter.
But yeah, that's cool. So, have you ever taken one of your dolls to your location to see if they'd be a trigger object?
No, but I plan to on this coming up Friday. I will take a doll with me. We do have also some medical equipment, old ones.
Mm-hmm. That we took to old hospital on College Hill. Mine didn't do anything. The windows are up because it's hot.
Sorry, we heard something. I believe I have one of those long, how do you say that word? Lobotomy
stick things,
tools that they use. And I have a scalpel as well that I'll take with me, and I'll take a doll as well. We will be going to St. Albans on Friday with Blacksmith and James with Cross the Line Paranormal.
Well, that's always cool when you can team up with other teams. I've done that several times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's always good to see how they investigate and share info and etc. So that's really cool. Do you have any Pacific doll that you like in general?
Yeah, this one I do. For some reason, she calls out to me. So I'll probably take her with me.
Oh, you did? Well, it's not an antique, though.
And I do take a little stuffed puppy with me, just as a trigger object, just in case there's like little kids and they want to, play with the puppy.
Right. I mean, that's kind of how you tell some of the spirits are kids when they start interacting with toys and stuff more than other objects. So,
right.
Ladies are the best. Can't wait to investigate them. Yeah, I've seen some of their videos. They're pretty cool.
It's got you.
But yeah, that's cool. So, how long have Yvette, have you been in the paranormal itself? When did you notice things happening with you?
Since I was a child. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and I lived in a home in Kendall. And that's where it all started for me. I would hear a little girl playing in my room. It sounded like she was playing with dolls, and then I would see men in there as well. I would see vertical blinds. I would hear them moving, but they weren't moving. I would see flash. There was a lot going on in that room. And I would wake up my parents at that time. And of course, my dad didn't believe that that was happening. My mom did, because she experienced some things herself there. So that's when it started. But
so when you were growing up, what's the creepiest thing that you seen then?
A man, as soon as I wake up, he was just staring at me.
Yeah, that's always got to be kind of shocking when you wake up for no reason and somebody's standing there. Hello, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Westchester. That's a neighborhood in Miami. Yeah, my mom says that she would wake up with an old lady just laying on top of her in the same house. So for me, I have a feeling or a sensation that in those grounds, a little girl was murdered and like things happened on that ground, which is on, which was in Westchester.
So they started at a young age. So you're probably empath and clairvoyant.
I sure am. Like I've told you before, I have shut down because I don't like the bad stuff coming to me. But definitely I can tell you if something bad is going to happen, or I can sense the energy on somebody else. I can sense when something's going to happen. And my daughters have the same, I'm pretty sure they have the same gift as I do. And
Yeah.
Sierra's proof of all this.
Yeah, she's normally it's passed down through generations. I found that out through some research that if you got that empath ability or clairvoyant ability, it comes down from one of your family members. So it does go through generations.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Okay, Sierra. I hear they call you ghost bait.
They do. I'm ghost bait. Ghost bait is a state of mind. I think my favorite quote, and if it wasn't so long, I should put it on a shirt. Ghost hunting is like sitting in the dark and waiting to get hit in the face. I don't have the patience for it. She'll tell you.
So you get freaked out pretty easy?
Not too easy, but I think I can pick up on different energy on a location. Shut your face. I can see your head. I can pick up on energy of a location. We're gonna get divorced.
Any little noise, she's freaking out. She's like, "What was that? What was that?"
No, sorry, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's across the thing.
So that's what we call her ghost bait.
But they like them here, so I attract them.
So what got you involved with paranormal then?
Well, I've always liked the different kind of horror TV shows, and I love going to abandoned locations that have a creepy vibe and taking pictures. And the location that we've burned, Stonewall Jackson, was one of my favorites to go and take pictures of. Ain't going there again.
Hello, David.
Hey, David. And I heard her through the wall talking to someone about some haunted TV show, and it's kind of been a set deal ever since. I took you out there, and
she was eavesdropping on my conversation in my office.
We have a tiny wall that we can yell to each other through. But I took you out there,
and I didn't like her at first.
So that's pretty much what formed your team, is that she was eavesdropping and you decided, we're going to go out and check this place out, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to get divorced. You don't like it.
You got to have some fun sometime.
We were never in handcuffs.
We were never detained, James.
Yeah. Get it right. Why would you say that? Yeah, why would you say that? Why would you say that you didn't like me?
Because you were buddy buddies with Donna. I thought you were.
So
hey, you're done.
So Sierra, what's the scariest thing that you've encountered then?
I had a bolt get thrown at me, and I actually kept the bolt. We were at that school, and in one of the buildings that's newer, and I mean, the last time we were in that one, the vibe felt off. Will you shut up? The vibe felt off, and we ended up running out, and you could hear running behind us. So we're in there kind of talking about that, and a bolt or something drops in front of me, and I'm like, okay, so run down building, try to debunk it. And then a bolt goes off on the other side of the room, or something gets thrown. It sounded like the bolt. And then a cat ball went off on a different part of the room. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's you, do it again. And then I had a bolt get dropped down, hit me in the boob, and then land on the ground. And I'm like, you know what? You hit me with it. I'm taking it with me. So I still have it. I don't have it with me here, but I have it.
So yeah, something was thrown at her.
Yeah. At
So
my boob.
are you ever worried about picking up an object or carrying something home with you that might have an attachment?
I don't ever think that I get an attachment. I will have what I'm calling residual energy come home. I do the editing, and past me will say, you know, do some knocks and some taps, and then I'll get knocks and taps going on in my house. Usually after a location, it'll hang around for a week or 2 weeks. We had just been to a location, went to the school, had the bolts get thrown at me, and it stayed around a month longer than it usually does, but it's died out now. But I was rethinking picking up the bolt, but it's died out.
It is controversial that I don't believe in attachments. That's from, I personally experienced attachments with several people, so I can't say I disbelieve in it because I've seen it happen firsthand. But like I said, everybody's different on how they see things as well. So
When I call it an attachment, I call it residual energy.
that is surprising. That's surprising. Mila. So that's cool. I mean, how many places have you guys actually investigated since you guys have started?
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've lost count. Maybe
50?
50.
15?
Hello, Diane Mendez.
Hey,
50.
Diane.
And
15
from
or 20?
Alabama.
Yep, from Alabama. Yeah, some people do throw that around a little too much. I will agree with that.
Yeah, Sean, like nowadays, all these YouTubers, it's like, I have an attachment, or it's a demons. It's
everywhere they go.
It's everywhere they go. It's just annoying already. I used to love watching their YouTube, and now I don't even bother because it's annoying.
Yeah.
But they're ruining everything.
It's really rare that it's actually a demon to begin with that I've encountered, you know, that is actually at a place. Normally it's just a spirit that's wanting to be rowdy or wanting attention or etc., or kids or etc. like that. But, you know, the word demon is thrown around way too much as well. So I do agree with that as well.
Or the crawler, or the creature, or whatever they call them. And
every location has
one. I've never seen a crawler or a creature, other than my husband.
and he
like a skinwalker, you mean?
Yeah, he creeps. He scares.
Well, no, they say that there's a creature crawling on the wall, or I don't know. I've never experienced it.
Because we're just like that, but we never be freaking bullshit. Yeah, when we go live, what you see is what you get. So I mean, when it happens, that's what you see happen. I don't edit any of the stuff. You see what happens when we're live as well. So, but yeah, what's your favorite spot then out of all the places you've been?
I mean, I'm going to base this on the fact that I already want to go back. I want to go back to the old hospital on College Hill. I want to go. I had such an amazing connection with Mose on the 3rd floor that I want to go back and just put me there. I mean,
Mose is someone who he jumped out the window, and they brought him back into the hospital, and then he did pass away a couple of weeks later in that room.
And he usually connects with one person out of the group or a couple people out of the group. Would not do anything for her. Loved me. And I was actually commenting about it I think I had done a solo on the third floor, and then you ended up joining. But I was commenting, that are we best friends? And the REM pod would. I mean, it was just us in the whole hospital, no guys with us. And I'm talking about, well, are we at least friends? And there's a guy going, good friends. That was the best ever. I would go back just to hang out on the third floor.
I don't know. They don't seem to like me too much. They're always telling me to get out, or what else do they say?
You would go in the
or
room.
leave, or you
would go in Moses' room, and I'd be like, "You want her to leave?" With the REM pod, it's like, okay, get out.
I'm here like everybody else. We want to find that. Hi, Brian. We want to find that evidence that, obviously we believe.
Yeah, you want that.
We want to see that proof
takes your breath away.
That, oh my God, there it is, type of thing.
Yeah, the holy grail of it all, like a full operation or etc. That's always cool to capture if you're able to capture it. Everybody's wanting to know that answer. So that's definitely cool if you are able to capture like a full apparition or something that's not really normal, or you can't debunk it. So that's really cool too.
Right.
We've got something big coming from New York. Can't wait for you all to see. Oh, sounds cool. We've got some stuff in the works as well. That's cool.
Black Smoke has amazing evidence coming up. Like that is the holy grail right there. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping you can see that, Sean, when they do come out, because you will be left like in shock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, send me a link so I can watch it when it does. That'd be cool. I always like to share information and stuff when I can, or etc., and work with other teams.
Yeah, I'm not usually surprised of these evidence. I'm always thinking of other explanations, but this one, what Black Smoke sent me was it's very clear.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always like looking at evidence and seeing what people's captured or got or what they've experienced, or even talking to them. Maybe I'll have to have them on the show here one of these nights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing Black Smoke. Trying to keep up with everybody here, and
somebody rolling in.
Yeah, they are. They're flying in. That's good. That's a good thing. Oh, and
shut up, James.
Keep it up, James. She's gonna have you go missing in the boiler room with the scalpel.
What's your dream location to investigate?
I know yours.
I'll go first. I want to go to Doll Island in New Mexico.
Yeah, can
City.
You guess where? Mine that we haven't been to yet. Well, we have these. We have them booked. I really want to go to Madison Seminary. We have that one booked in December. That's high up on the list for me.
That's the Conjuring House. Yeah, that'd be a cool place to go to, is the Conjuring House.
That is our next year project.
Oh,
yes,
Sally House.
And the Sally House too next year.
That would be really cool.
Have
you guys got to experience Bell Mansion in Indiana?
No,
not yet.
That is a really cool place to go to. And so is Broadhead Manor in Wisconsin. Broadhead, Wisconsin. It's an old school there, and it's really active. It's really cool.
Okay. I have to add that on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with everybody here.
Remind me of Conjuring House. Okay.
What about Zach's Museum in Vegas? Visit the real Annabelle.
Yeah, we've been down to go to Vegas.
We are going next year, God willing. Me and my husband are planning a little vacation.
What about me?
We'll let you know.
Okay.
But we're only going to hit his museum because I honestly can't stand him anymore.
Yeah. There's also a place, isn't that the same place they got the little sailor doll that supposedly if you take a picture with him or
that's there.
The sailor doll? That's
Robert.
That's Robert the doll. He's in Key West.
Yeah, that I'd kind of like to go see him. That'd be cool. I've seen some
Absolutely.
videos on that, and they say if you don't ask to take a picture, bad things happen.
Yeah, you have to ask permission from him. If not, you'll be cursed.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've also like to go to Hawaii to some of those locations over there because sometimes if you pick up some of the rocks from certain areas that are kind of like crystallized, you get bad things happen to you there.
In Hawaii?
Yeah, some of the Hawaiian islands around there, they're not supposed to bring home some of the volcanic rock or something like that. And if you do, bad things start happening for that too.
All right, interesting.
Yeah. They also got something they call the Menahones down in that area too. That'd be kind of interesting to check out the little people.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Hoping to make that happen. Yeah. Sounds cool. I mean, it sounds like you guys are going to be awful busy here the next year or so.
Yeah.
That's really good. So, when you were growing up, how many of your friends actually knew about some of the things you could do, Yvette? Did any of your friends know?
No, just my mom. She's
She
the
didn't
only
think
one.
she didn't think you were weird at the time.
No, not at all. She believed in it. She helped me. I asked for her help, and she says, "Just put a glass of water." I'm Cuban, so this is a tradition they have that you're supposed to put a glass of water under your bed, and it supposedly takes away all the bad, spirits or dreams or whatever you may have, and it sucks it into this glass of water. So she would help me with that kind of stuff, but she was the only one who knew.
That's cool. I've heard something along the lines of putting a glass of water down by your bed. I've heard that before. One of the things I prefer to stick by the bed is black obsidian, but yeah, I've heard the glass of water thing. I've heard that through some of the
Right.
stuff that I've been doing research on. You got a lot of friends flying through here. I'm trying to keep up with everybody.
Is that
Trying to
Steven?
get everybody's comments on here. So
5-foot barrier around the Dybbuk.
that's yeah, it's very busy. Investigators once a month. September is going to be a really busy month for me as well. I'll be like in Indiana and Wisconsin.
And then we have a break.
So let's see. Waverly Hills. You guys, have you been there?
Yeah.
A few times, and we're planning on next year to do a solo, meaning nobody. Those group events
Private.
they're just too crowded, and you can't really do an investigation with all these people. So we're trying to
Right.
just get maybe some people together, maybe a group of maybe 5 or I don't know, 10 the most. But it's a little expensive, Sean. So we're planning on that next year.
And they're ones that want it paid all up front. That's a little hard.
Yeah, that is kind of rough, especially when you're a new team starting out and you're trying to circulate some money to go do some of these things. I've personally in my teams have done a lot of residentials, so that's cool. We got Mr. Cupcakes 39.95 here. It says, "What is your favorite piece of equipment to use? What equipment don't you have but would like to have?"
I personally like the recorder because it's just so crazy that you can, still being kind of new to it, almost 2 years, that I know it's just me and her in a location and we'll have a guy talking and I'll have the recorder, I'll have a video going, and it's just us. That just blows, especially when it's like a class A EVP of him, and you can hear exactly what he's saying. That just blows my mind.
My favorite equipment is myself.
Yeah, mine too.
Period.
I agree. When I started this team, I actually never had any equipment because when I'd walk into a place, I would use the energy around and feel what's there. And so I never had any equipment until I started this team and then got them formed. And a colleague of mine's got quite a bit of equipment, and she's keeps buying stuff. And we picked up some other stuff as well. But yeah, I think the best equipment is, I have to agree with Yvette, is yourself, because it's what you feel there and how it interacts with you.
Yep.
What about the equipment we don't have we'd like to have? I kind of go for the SLS.
I'm on everything. 10 isn't bad, but that's a lot. I think 6 is probably a pretty good group. And
Yeah.
then you can divide up. 6 is probably a really good group because you can divide up in twos and go to different parts of the locations.
Right. Floor by floor. Yes, definitely.
Right.
Oh, that place is so big. I have more than one group on that floor.
Trying to catch up with everybody again here. Wow, big.
You call it a big head, James.
Who has a big head, James?
Totally agree with you. Bet.
I don't know what that says.
Epa. What?
My
My
it
F
said,
Epa la Coba. I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm not sure how to say that as well. It says my 25th and my S box and my SB7. And it says I plead the 5th.
Keep it up, James.
What the hell does that mean? LOL.
Okay, so she didn't know.
So.
Belle, did you have a margarita too?
Yeah. There's definitely a lot flowing on here.
A little bit. Wait, what? What does that mean? You don't know what she's saying. I don't think she knows what she's saying.
I can't see. Hold on.
What?
You're saying.
You definitely have a lot of friends that's giving you a lot of support. That's great. I like that.
Well, we got to support each other,
We have a good little corner in the paranormal community. I can't talk.
Yeah, like I said, I like working with other teams as well when I get a chance.
That's exactly what she said, Limestone.
What in the world?
I think they're just. That's the same thing.
Yeah. So at Waverly Hills, what's one of the most strangest things you encountered at that place?
I'll go first. Is the in the body shoot, our walkies, me and Sierra. I was on the bottom with my husband. Sierra was on the top portion of it, and we were not using it. And my walkie, it sounded like
on though.
They were on, because I always leave it on just in case Sierra needs me for anything. And the walkie turns on. It sounds like a witch cackling.
And mine didn't go off at all. I wasn't using it.
And hers wasn't on. Didn't go off at all. So we have that on video. That was crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Somebody's mentioned to me about going to Waverly Hills, and I plan on going eventually. I don't know if I'll get there this summer, but I'd like to go.
It's a definite. I mean, we I can't think of either of the sisters' names, but there's a sister's room and they have it marked outside of the room. I want to say it's on the 3rd floor. That's what I'm thinking, 3rd floor. And I, did a quick little EVP session and asked, did the open space, did the open windows actually help? And we got a yes, it did. So that was pretty cool.
Have you ever had a spirit touch you that you could actually feel them?
Yeah. Our last location, old hospital on College Hill, we took turns doing Estes method in the basement. She had already went. I went under, and I wasn't getting a whole lot of anything. I don't think it made any sense. And my right thigh, I felt someone, I'm going to do it on my hand, like grab, and I felt the individual fingertips. And it was like a cold electricity. I come out of Estes and I was freaked out. It's at the end of part 1. That was weird. That was weird.
Have you ever had them leave marks on you guys?
I don't think so.
I never get touched. I never get anything. So no, not me.
Yeah, it was strange. It was like cold electricity. And I felt
Yeah.
the individual fingertips.
Yeah, it's definitely got a different feeling to it. It's like a different type of energy, and you can feel if it's bad or good because you can feel the intensity of it.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
had that experience myself.
I think they were too focused on that to talk to me through the radio. They were too busy gearing up to do that.
I mean, they wait until I'm under the Estes method, and then she starts hearing running towards me.
Yeah.
I never hear or see anything. Like Mela says, I don't, but she does. So I don't.
Yeah, and we were the only ones in the entire 4-story plus the basement. And for a second, I doubted myself.
They
Oh
do
my gosh, are
Stephanie.
there other people in here? Because it was that loud running towards me. I actually pulled you out. I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
pulls me
"What?"
out of the Estes. I'm like, what the heck? What happened? Oh, somebody was running towards us. So,
And I'm so mad that you can barely hear it because it was like from down the hall.
Hello, Marla. You can
Hello.
join the show if you want. I send a link in our chat if you'd like to come in and join the show. Marla's part of our team.
Oh, hi.
Oh, James said I'm the friendly one. I am.
Yeah, it's really cool when you get the experience to actually feel the different energy that's around you when you're capable of doing it. Because you can actually feel them grab your hand. And I've actually had them escort me to a place in a basement one time that had a door there, and the door's been sealed off. But the energy itself, if I left my hand just right in front of it and relaxed, it actually grabbed my hand, and it would actually lead me to that location. There used to be a door there, and I never knew there was a door there until the owner told us about it. But that used to be a door there. So energy, working with it is pretty cool. Black smoke. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. That's definitely interesting. So how long have you actually been a team in general?
It'll be 2 years in September. I want to say it's September 27th, so we started the Facebook page.
Yeah, about 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Since I was nosy.
Since she was nosy. Yeah.
Since she was nosy. Why is it since she was nosy? She was nosing into your conversation, and then you became that team?
Listen, I'm a social worker in healthcare, so I feel like being nosy is like in my DNA.
And I was in the nursing side where, I was schedule stuff for the nursing.
Yeah, but they put our office right on top of each other.
So-
I mean, I could hear her in there, and I'd go, Yvette, from through the wall, and we could have a conversation.
Well, being a nurse in a hospital, have you had experiences in the hospital itself?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, so now I work in a hospital, and I've heard some things, and I've seen things out of the corner of my eye. There was this is freaky. It was a different nursing home that I worked at before I knew her. There was a patient that was not a nice person in life. I'm going to knock that over. And he had no friends, no family. It was getting kind of late in the day. I think I was staying late, and he was really close to death. And I walked by his room, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this tall figure in black, and I could tell that it wasn't just in black. Like his clothes were like a robe with the way that
Hello,
it's done.
Victor.
And I'm getting felt chills.
Hey, Victor.
He went all the way up to the ceiling, and I couldn't even see the patient in the room. I saw all of that out of the corner of my eye in half a second. Walked back, looked again, saw the patient, and I'm like, okay, that was odd. He died that night. That's probably the freakiest thing I've seen in healthcare.
That would definitely be kind of freaky. Have you ever caught a spirit leaving somebody's body being in a hospital?
I mean, I haven't, but I'm usually not around when that happens.
I haven't either.
Yeah, the Reaper came. It was freaky.
Yeah, I've heard some people talk about locations they've been at that were used to be hospitals that have seen reoccurring apparitions. So I thought that would be an interesting thing to ask since you're both in the healthcare field and it was in a hospital area.
Yeah.
Well, in the where we work together, there's a wing that we have no patients there. So I would go over there sometimes just to, with my phone and just leave it in the room because it was a COVID unit at the time when COVID was broke out and it was pretty bad. And I did catch a few EVPs. Some doors did supposedly open and close back there and noises.
But nobody really goes over there. The same wing that nobody was over there. There was this, I was over there not to investigate. I was just looking for a rolling over the bed table because I needed it for a telehealth something. And the first room that I went into that didn't have a table, the light was on. I'm like, that's weird. So I flipped the light off. Nobody's over here. I go 3 doors down, finally find an overbed table, and I'm rolling it back in that room. I was the only one over there. The lights back on, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Apparently, you wanted your lights on, not turning it off. Okay.
Yeah.
Pardon.
That's always cool when they turn on the lights. Definitely, for sure.
I'm sorry. And I was telling someone about someone that story at work, and they had me, kind of explain where the room is, and they said, "Oh, that's so and so. It was in his care plan not to turn his lights off. He liked the lights on all the time." And I'm like, "Okay, that just made it confirmed how creepy it is, but how cool it is." Like, okay.
So you definitely felt a shift in temperature when you were in there, then, right?
Oh yeah. When I know I turned them off, and nobody had come to that area because you can hear the doors open. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
I agree. Limestone. Yeah, limestone is a conductor, definitely, for sure. If you have any location you have limestone underneath or water, is definitely a conductor of energy for sure. Tuesday. When you get scared, she laughs.
Yes, she does. She also pees herself.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's all coming out in the wash.
It's coming out of the wash. That's great. You guys have a sense of humor.
I've had 2 kids, it's not the same. So if I laugh too hard, it's going to happen.
Thank you, Victor.
Truth's coming out.
It's all good. So one of the videos that I caught, I think it was last week or the week before, one of you were investigating a vacant home.
Me?
Did we get caught or do
What did you all find in there? I mean, it seems like there's some things that were in there that people were there recently.
The one with the dress?
Yeah, the one with the dress.
Well, you told me to put the dress in the middle of the
Well,
I did do that. I thought that would be cool because I thought if it was sitting out in the middle of a room and somebody caught it out of the corner of their eye, it'd scare the hell out of them, or caught it in a doorway when they looked around. But I thought it was kind of weird when you opened up some of the books there that they wasn't weather rotted or waterlogged. It seemed like some of them had actually been there just recently.
And that dress has been hanging in that window for ever since I moved here. I don't know. I really do get the creepy vibes in there for sure. I get them more in the barn in the back. That's where I got them. More of the vibes. And like I said before, to you privately, on the way out, I did get a vision of an Indian. He was wearing, how do you call the skirt? The sash or whatever, and he was holding like a stick or some sort. Like he didn't want me there, and I could see his facial, and I could see his black hair. It was really, really weird. So I did leave right after that.
Shouldn't touch the dress.
Have you actually done any looking into to see if that house is actually on Indian ground by chance?
I have now, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Do some research before we go back.
Yeah, I will definitely research it. I did ask my husband because he's been here. He's a local, and he says ever since he's been here, it's easily 10 years old, but I'm sure it's older than that. Who knows what's happened on those grounds? But yeah, I'll look into it and see if I can find anything.
Yeah, I'd kind of be interested to see what you find out because, like I said, that dress didn't seem like it's been deteriorated or ate up or hardly anything. It seemed like it was in fairly good condition.
Last time I saw it.
No, it was thin. It was thin, but it wasn't falling apart or anything.
Right. And then, like I said, I've seen some of the books you happened to pick up and looked at, and it seemed like there wasn't really any water damage or anything. So
no, and it was a Bible. It was lectures. It was Bible verses,
like scriptures.
Scriptures, yes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that you were actually just kind of walking around there that day, and I happened to be at work, and I just happened to pop on. I was like, I'm gonna watch this for a little while, and I'm like sitting here watching, and you're walking through here and finding all this stuff, and I was like, kind of interesting having a vacant house that big and all these items kind of sitting there. You can tell definitely somebody's been there recently, but
yeah, maybe some squatters
Susan.
have. Hi, Susan.
hello, Susan, Victoria. But yeah, so that's kind of when I hopped on and I said, hang that dress up in the middle of the room. Somebody catches it out of the corner, I'd definitely scare them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you do plan on going back there, I assume, right?
Yes, I'll probably go back this week just to see if that dress is still hanging in the middle of the house where we left it.
That's where we should take James.
I'd like to go there. It's kind of cool. I'd watch. It's only that it's a ranch style, right? It didn't have an upstairs, right?
It does not have an upstairs, and I didn't see an attic either. So, yeah, like I said, if you ever come this way, I'll take you there.
Yeah, we've been in a house before that when we went upstairs, the floor was so rotted that you had to stand against the side of the wall to make sure you had a stiff place to stand on. Because if you'd walk in the middle of the floor, you'd definitely fall through it.
Well, that's like this house. I didn't know how to step. You know, it was crazy.
Tuesday. What's on
I
Tuesday?
don't know what that means.
What does Tuesday mean?
This is the second or third time that's popped up. Tuesday.
I don't know. That's my daughter. Who knows what?
But the dress
The
is
dress and then,
no.
heck no, I'm not bringing that thing
We're
home.
okay. We're good.
That'd be kind of interesting to see what happens if you did bring it back.
Can you imagine I'm walking down the neighborhood with a dress in my hand while people are going to... Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Pam says, hi, Susan. They're starting to fly in again, so I'm trying to keep up with them here.
I know, we got so many.
Yeah, you guys got quite a few followers. That's really good. I'm glad you guys got a lot of followers and people's taking interest.
Yeah, and we just hit 1,000, but we're already up to 1,100, which is crazy. It's crazy to compared to where we started, where it was just us,
Listen,
her
Sean,
husband, and her kids.
we joke around a lot. We
Keep
have
it real.
fun. But when it comes down to investigating, we get serious, very serious.
Right.
This one, not so much, but I do.
I can get attention somehow. And I think that they like it. That's why they connect so much with me. Because I keep it real.
Yeah, they don't like me. They don't like me too much.
I'll kill the wasps sitting on the window.
Yeah. Sometimes those wasps, you don't want to kill them. But
I think that's why Mose likes me at the old hospital on College Hill.
we'll do.
Because I killed the wasps that were hanging out in his window.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. And getting 1,000 followers just in the time that you've been online, that's really amazing. That's saying something about you guys, that you're doing legit work. So people are following you.
It's still not entirely hit home. Steffi. That's a callback to when you did a location in Florida.
She's talking about, I did a location in Florida, which Black Smoke referred me to, the Gavin house. And my daughter she was nervous. And when she gets nervous, she comes up with this crazy stuff. And she just talking about a coupon for Longhorn for an appetizer. So that's what she was talking about.
Keeping it real.
Well, maybe one of the spirits was talking to her and asked her about some food.
They're hungry.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's good to ask different questions than you normally do. Is like, hey, maybe what's your favorite food? See if you get a response, or your favorite color, or something out of the ordinary, something different that normally other people don't ask.
Yeah. Mix it up.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity one time, or I should say, it was Mandy from Ghost Hunter or Ghost Sisters, Lori Bragg, me, and the former team lead. We sat in the Bell Mansion and played poker, and the REM pod was sitting in the middle of the table, and we had the REM pod. The dots were focused at each one of us, and the spirits would actually tell us which person was actually going to win the hand. It would light up that corner of the REM pod.
That's cool.
So that was pretty cool to do. So something different to do.
James.
I'm embarrassing you, Stephanie. Did Jess? You said that was your daughter, right?
That's my daughter. No, she's not. You're not embarrassing me.
Does she ever go with you on investigations?
Oh, she never will. She never will.
Come on, Steffi.
My other daughter has Caitlin. We actually took her to Stonewall once, and she asked for a loud knock, and she got it, and she never returned after that.
Yes.
You got to go back, man. The curiosity, you got to go back.
Well, we can't go back.
We can't go back no more.
Said the strip club.
What about the strip club? Oh, yeah.
Stonewall.
Instead of the name. I suppose. And it's really funny to talk about that, because the same day that we got called there, we decided to do a prank video.
A TikTok, like a prank video.
Yeah, calling her one of her daughters and my mom, that we got caught. So karma.
I did see that video today when I was kind of scrolling through your pages. I was sitting there laughing. It's like you guys called and said you were in jail.
Yeah.
We did. And then this one says on the way there, can you imagine if it really does happen? I'm like, shut up, Sierra.
And we can't call Caitlin or my mom.
And guess what? It did happen.
Hey, you got to watch that now, because sometimes what you manifest by speaking does happen, and it will come back and get you.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
There's a motel down here at La Loca. We went to do it. Across. They're knocking, always freaking me out. We're for it, and then when it actually happens,
Bait and ghost bait. Yeah, ghost bait is a state of mind. Me and Mel have it.
You got to get used to it, you know. I've got some teammates that are scared of Ouija boards, and
Yeah, we mess with that.
they don't like using it. And I said, well, what's the difference between using a Ouija board and actually talking to a spirit itself? I mean, in all honesty, it's similar. So
I don't
as
know.
long as
I guess it's a mental thing. I mean,
You hear the stories about how people use them and
then
fuck up.
and then the bad comes out of that Ouija board, and I don't know. I don't know about that.
like I said, it's what you manifest and what you put into it. So
Right.
We're the
you
problem.
got to be careful, and you got to make sure you do close them out. You know,
Exactly.
definitely close them out when you're done with them. And I mean, I've seen where at a place we call the Witches Circle, and there was they were out there doing rituals, and we had pictures of actually something that was sacrificed there just recently when we took the picture, and you can see the image of the animal. I'm not going to describe what it was at the time, but the image of the animal was laying there where they actually sacrificed it there, where they were doing stuff out there at the Witches Circle, and that's not cool. And I mean, it's a family grave, and they call it the Witches Circle because the way the headstones are formed around it. I have my theory: spirits are using the energy to move the board with the device. It's using the device's energy. Yeah, it could be. I won't disagree. My board glows in the dark. Yeah, our Leslie, our team member, she has a glow in the dark Ouija board that lights up, kind of like it's like a REM pod.
Yeah. That's your kid.
Closing them out like it's closed Donald's.
Are you proud?
That's my daughter for you.
Oh, I love it.
At least they got a sense of humor. That's good. So
They do.
that's definitely good. There's definitely a lot flying around here. I'm trying to keep up here.
That's
I know,
another
we've got so many.
group you should check out. Sean is Cross the Line, and Limestone as well. They're both excellent.
Okay. I will probably write down a few of these here at the end of the night and look into them.
Yeah, Black Smoke too.
Yeah, I'll be also hooking up with Black Smoke in June because there's a few locations in Miami where I'm from that we're gonna go hit up. So
that's actually kind of a cool name, Black Smoke Paranormal. That's
it
pretty
is.
unique. And even Limestone Spirit Chasers.
Yeah,
that's definitely a unique one too.
Yeah.
So, is there any team that you would like to team up with?
That we haven't yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went blank.
I'm not
on
sure.
all the groups. I can only think of names. I mean, Limestone, we haven't collabed with them yet. I think that would be awesome.
We are going to collab with Tina.
Journey into the
Haunted in December.
Yeah, we have 2 locations back to back in December in Ohio. Madison Seminary and Fairfield County Infirmary. That's going to be awesome. Trying to find something that we can do a day investigation between the 2. Yeah, I just totally blanked. But
that's actually pretty cool that you just brought up Tina because she's going to be my guest next week.
Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah, she's great.
We love her music boxes.
Yeah, we've purchased a few things.
Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Adam is coming down from Texas to do a team up with us too.
Cool. Hit us up, Limestone. They
Ouija
have to
boards.
Next year.
Marla's rolling her eyes here about the Ouija boards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I agree.
It just depends on how you use them. I mean, there's good and bad with everything. And Adam's saying, "Hey, y'all." But that's cool that you'll be teaming up with Tina. That'd be interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that when you guys do that.
Oh, Matt. I can't think of the name of the group, but Matthew, who actually won our giveaway as a group, and is joining Tina on a couple locations. I think we're gonna try to
Wolf something, is it?
Wolf.
No,
I don't think the name of it.
yeah.
Love to collab with.
We're
that
not
group,
thinking too clearly right now.
It's like, why did I blank on every group ever?
When you get put on the spot, that happens. You know?
We support each other.
Yes, Adam, that'd be. I can't wait to team up with you too. I mean, Adam's been on our podcast before, and he's a really cool guy. And we've also had a podcast about comic books one time.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So he's into a little bit of everything. He's a pretty good investigator. So I'm looking forward to teaming up with him there in September.
Easy peasy. James. Uh-huh.
So I have 7 because I don't remember the name.
But one of us is.
Yeah, Mel, usually Sierra's on top of things, and I'm the one that's like, oh, yes, that person. Yes, that person. But not today.
The DD is no longer the DD.
That's cool. So that's definitely cool that you guys are being able to team up with a lot of people, and share a lot of your evidence and figure out things too. So that's definitely a good thing. And like I said, I like teaming up with people as well, and seeing what we can find. And you definitely have a lot of supporters, and that's a really good thing. So
yeah, and thank you guys so much for hopping on with us. We've got a good group, and can't wait to investigate with them on Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
If I end up going down that way, I'd like to investigate with all you guys. If I get a chance to get down there.
Yeah, just hit us up. We do have a nursing home. It's about an hour and so away, but
that you won't get arrested.
You won't get arrested. You can. It's a middle of the woods. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah. James.
Which one's James?
Cross the line paranormal.
I was paid to be here. Shh. Let's get
Paid to be
here. You mentioned how we investigated. No.
Oh my gosh.
You guys definitely have fun. That's good.
I was threatened to be here.
Shut up.
I feel like we're being pranked.
Oh my god, what's happening?
So we definitely have to have an R rating when we all team up.
You guys. I thought it was going to be me.
So Sean, they're talking about a lot of things that happened before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
So we have a little group chat for St. Albans. So there's a lot of things going back and forth.
Yeah, James, meaning to have an intervention about your nudist paranormal approach. It's really. Be careful. I was paid $1.
Shh. Is that all it takes? $1?
No, there's going to be dowsing rods.
Oh my gosh.
That's another.
Have you guys used dowsing rods?
We haven't.
I used it once with the Ghost Hunting Housewives.
Oh yeah, I was under, yeah.
But nothing, it didn't move on me. I'm telling you, I don't know what happens with me.
They don't like you.
Dowsing rods are very cool.
Sean, we have all this. We have all this equipment and we end up using just the same ones over and over again. It's just ridiculous.
Did you?
Well, I mean, depending on what's going on, I can understand that. I mean, there's some cool things I'd like to try yet. I'd like to figure out how to put like a mist up, not like a smoke, but a mist, like a water mist, and then take a picture of it and see if actually you get a silhouette of something coming through that mist instead of the smoke or the fog machines. You know what I mean? Because water does conduct electric or energy. So I just kind of thought it'd be cool if it was a water mist and actually taking a picture of someplace that's got some activity. If it would show up and you could see a form in it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. This is the way we love y'all. Crazy. Yeah, we crazy. No filter.
I missed out on it. You can always catch the replay. I'm trying to
What is
catch up.
happening?
And James doesn't have a filter either, so it's gonna be a blast. St. Albans.
So we have another good investigation we have coming up is Penhurst.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one I am looking forward to, and we have it all to ourselves. Yeah, so that's gonna be good.
So what's the story behind that place?
That is the shame of Pennsylvania. That is where they had a film crew come in. It was an insane asylum. But they had the kids chained to the bed. They took out their teeth. If you were known as a biter, they lobotomized people. Horrible, horrible abuse before that place got shut down. But the film crew did go in and, see the horrible conditions and brought the public's attention to it. But that one, I mean, it is known for its activity.
And of course, all the big YouTubers have been there, and they hype up the stuff. But
yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, and we are going to the battle.
So that leads me to another question.
Yeah.
Have you been to a location that a YouTuber said has been demonic? And by the time you got there, it was just like, just some spirits hanging out.
Yeah,
I mean,
Waverly,
Sweet Springs, Old Hospital on College Hill.
Brushy.
Yeah.
Brushy Mountain.
We've never been attacked.
Where is it? West Virginia?
Penitentiary.
Yeah. All these places we've been to. I mean, they all say it's demonic or there's a creature or something like that, and
yeah,
nothing's happened.
I mean, the most we get told to is get out.
Yeah, I've been told to get out a few places as well, and just kind of laugh once in a while, but I never really actually say it's demonic. But there's definitely energy there and stuff going on.
Yeah, I got a man telling me, get her out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking to me.
That was a tuberculosis hospital in South Carolina. That was pretty cool. Because it was just us in this kind of like old high school wing building. And you kind of walked away from me, maybe like 20 feet, and you just had the recording out, and you were silent. That was one of those good ones.
Yeah, it was a man, so obviously it wasn't like.
And it was two men talking to each other.
Yeah, it was
talking about getting you out of there.
Yeah.
They really don't like you.
Have you ever had any men cuss you over the ovulus?
No, I don't think so. Maybe on a recording.
Didn't they say bitch or something? On the Xbox.
I'm trying to think of where.
I think we've gotten it on the
radio thing.
The radio, the Xbox.
It's called us Ghost Hunters. That was pretty cool.
There are some rumors going around stating the Conjuring house is baited.
I know, and there's lots of rumors going around about Cody and Satori that are with the Conjuring house too, and their whole foot method thing or hand holding thing. So
interesting.
I'm kind of on the fence about it.
I try not to dive too much into some of the places I go to before I go there because I want to experience it firsthand before I actually say anything about it. because sometimes you get there and then you got high hopes of something happening, and then you don't get nothing at all.
Yeah.
So you go in there with an open mind, and have all your team go in there as an open minded as well. To see what you actually do capture, and
Mhm.
what energy you do find in there.
Yeah, we tried that for the first time at the old hospital on College Hill. You did the tour and got the whole rundown, and I just went in blind. I mean, with the things that I've heard before and what I've watched, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Sean, I was in the basement with the ashes where people's body parts are still under there, and honestly, I didn't feel much. I didn't get anything either. So
Did you ever get a heavy feeling in there though, since so
I
many
did.
people had died there?
I had a heavy feeling that I kind of felt like I didn't want to be in there. Like it felt disrespectful to even be in there. Like it was already a small cramped space, but it felt like there was lots of people in there, and I was like stepping into their territory. It was like, okay, y'all just have that space, and I won't be out here.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like that when we go into graveyards as well. Beans were
That's
beans
another.
were-
We went to a Truvik clinic out here. I'm trying to think where it is.
she's impossible.
Pretty much. Beans have been banned from any future investigation.
We're underestimate the location that turns out to be in this. That's cool. That's cool. I've been on several really good investigations, especially the one where they found the half body in a house.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
What?
that actually made the news. It was on the news.
where's that at?
It's actually happened here where I live in Galesburg, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
They found a half body in the place they were doing some renovation at.
Uh-huh.
And another team, Parallax Paranormal, which I'm friends with, they called our old team in to help them investigate. And we did an investigation there for about 8 hours. And we got a lot of stuff out of that house. But yeah, it was on the news that they found half a body there in that house.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You know, Sean, that is actually my worst nightmare is going into one of these locations and finding somebody there. I wouldn't know what to do. That
Well, what happened was the owners found the body, and I guess the police disposed of it at the time. Then they called in the other team, the Parallax Paranormal, and they went to investigate. And they had a lot of stuff that they were getting weird stuff that they couldn't figure out. And then we teamed up with them, and we came up with quite a few answers. And we had some super ears, that we put out and listen to things. We'd get murder, rape, kill. It used to be a slave house as well. We got a lot of other stuff. We found blood on the walls still from luminol that we had. And the house goes back to a long time ago. And what was really weird is when I got to the house, just right after I got married, I lived like 2 houses around the corner from that house. And we actually found something that linked John Wayne Gacy to be in there.
Oh wow.
So,
James.
and so that was really cool too. And there was some stuff about Charles Manson in that house as well. Some old newspaper clippings as well. So we kind of think that he was in this area before he went to Chicago.
Wow, that's
Wow.
pretty cool.
yeah.
So, but yeah, we found some other really not so hot stuff there that I'm not going to bring up online, but it was pretty bad. But that's the most intense investigation I think I've ever been on.
Yeah, I bet so.
So, but it ended up turning out good. They haven't had a lot of problems since we've left, so I think we resolved quite a few things that were there at the time. So that's a good thing as well.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you guys would like to ask before we end the show?
Anything you want to ask?
I think them.
Oh, you talking about us?
Yeah.
They're over there. I can't. We're getting divorced. We have too much coming up to get divorced.
You guys ain't gonna get divorced. It's good that you guys laugh and joke around and you can have some fun. It's always a good thing. That's definitely always a good thing. All right. So any shout outs or anything you guys would like to promote before I put you backstage?
Definitely shout out Cross the Line, Limestone, Black Smoke. You said go ahead, and then you take it over. Black Smoke. Thank you guys for hopping on, hyping us up. Can't wait to investigate with you. We have, I'm trying to think of everything we've got going on at the end of the year. We have nonstop once a month investigations until September. We have, of course, the St. Albans, the Battleship in North Carolina.
Penhurst.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
We have actually 2 locations on top of each other in Tennessee, a funeral home and a jail across the street. That gets us to July. August is Penhurst, and then we have a break. And so far, I don't think we have anything for September, October, November yet. May had something.
November, we have May 23rd, May Stringer House with Black Smoke.
That's right. We just got that one. And then December, we've got those 2 back-to-back, Fairfield County Infirmary
And Madison.
and Madison Seminary in Ohio, that we're going to be hitting up with Tina from Journey into the Haunted. And shout out to her. We love her. We love her stuff. She makes great equipment. Can't wait to investigate with her. You have anything?
No, you
Oh,
took
yeah.
over it.
Hey, Moose Man.
Yeah,
That's
Moose has got an interesting place we'll be going back to as well, because
Mhm.
there's some unresolved things at his house we're going to take care of as well.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to get everybody on here. How did she write that for you?
Hey.
What Stephanie said. That's great. You guys can all laugh and joke around.
Yeah,
Well, I'd like to
holidays.
I'd like to thank you guys for coming on the show. We'll definitely have to have you on again.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I'd like to thank everybody that made some comments here. I couldn't keep up with all you guys to say a lot of them, but like I said, Limestone Spirit Chasers, Cross Line Paranormal, Black Smoke Paranormal, Cross the Line Paranormal. Let's see. I'm trying to find out. Let's see if I missed anybody here. I'd like to thank all you guys for showing up. Please share.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. I'm going to scroll up. Yeah, Limestone Spirit Chasers. But yeah, thanks for everybody, and thanks for your support and coming to chat with us tonight. And like I said, thanks for coming on the show. And we're definitely going to have you on again. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on you guys and watch some of your investigations when you pop up. Yes. But I'm going to set you guys backstage here, and I'll talk to you here in a few minutes.
Hey.
So thank you, ladies, for coming on tonight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I'll talk to you here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Like I said, thank you to the Haunting Angels for coming on the show tonight, and everybody that come in on the chats. I appreciate it. Please like and share out. And next week, we have as our guest Journey into the Haunting with Miss Tina herself that we just mentioned a little while ago. She will be on our show next Sunday at 7 p.m. So tune in, and we will see you then, unless something comes up between now and then and we go live for an investigation or something. And we will definitely let you guys all know about that. So have a great night, everybody, and thanks for joining, and we will see you next time.